congratulations. You won the Desautels trophy, the whole thing. Is there something before that? You won kind of like two category. The Lindstrom. So you won the Lindstrom and the Desautels trophy last night at the banquet, and deservingly so.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got a wonderful collection here. Needless to say, it always turns me on to say of greatness of kunzite in matrix. You got a real killer there. That is so it's a textbook crystal with the quartzite, with albite, right in the dead center of the specimen.
I was never interested in kunzite before because it's just a stick, and I just thought they were okay.
That's right.
And then Rob Levinsky showed me that one on matrix, and I just like, wow, that's a kunzite I can get around.
That's a major kunzite. Needless to say, everything you've got in here is just wonderful. The silver there is just absolutely magnificent, and it's like a bonsai tree.
Yes.
These silvers are really great.
And it's got a couple cubes on the left arm there. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yes, I do see that. Then you got one of the great blue cap tourmalines from the Tourmaline Queen mine that came out.
I think you used to own that one somewhere way back then.
Yeah, I did, way back then. I was very proud of it. And what's good about that crystal, besides being perfect, it's unrepaired. Right. That is very rare on the better ones. Right. Very few unrepaired of the ones that you call real greatness. So you can be proud of that.
Thank you.
That was a major specimen in my collection, one of the best.
Well, Dave, when I went to the Smithsonian and I saw the candelabra,
yes,
and that was what blew my mind and made me want to collect minerals. That was the first thing that triggered it for me, was the candelabra. Yeah. So when I saw the opportunity to get a blue cap, I said I have to have a blue cap, because that's what started for me.
Absolutely right. Got a beautiful aquamarine with the matrix, with the smoky quartz, the feldspar. What is the little ball there?
Spessartine.
Oh, it's a spessartine garnet there. Okay. Now that is really unusual. I haven't seen that.
These
see that
combination pieces always are interesting to me. I wish I could see a video of the formation. Like, here's these little spessartine atoms saying, I got to go right there in that ball right there, and here's the aqua atoms. I got to go in that aqua cross right there. It's just,
it amazes everybody. And needless to say, you have a beautiful rhodochrosite, and you can be proud of that. And the way you did this with the coloration, how you fixed this case up, it's wonderful. Now you have one highly important mineral I also used to own. What do you think it is in there? There's one other specimen I own.
The gold?
The gold.
Okay.
From the state of Washington. That was offered to me, and it's the finest one I've ever seen. And I recognized it immediately when I went through your case. I said, that's the gold from Washington. I always wondered what happened to it. I did sell it, and I don't know I can't even remember who got the piece, but that is one hell of a fine gold. You can be proud of that.
So I bought that from a rock shop in Virginia City called the Marshall Mint.
Okay.
And
Hugh Roy Marshall.
Hugh Marshall, that's correct. Yeah. Yes. Just sitting in his, and then I was like, wow.
Unbelievable. And he's probably the one that bought it from me then.
Probably so.
Yeah.
I think he had it for 20 or 30 years, a long time.
That would be the case.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember who I sold it to. Beautiful fluorite here. Look at that. Just absolutely gemmy.
That was Danny Trinchillo's father's piece. He brought it out from Russia when Danny was 19 years old.
Wow.
And a couple of years ago, I saw it. I had another one. I had the old Asselborn down the Gorsk. And Danny showed me this piece, and I said, oh my gosh, this is so much finer. So I fortunately sold the Asselborn piece and bought this instead.
Good for you. Yep. This is very hard to get. When you get these Smithsonites in that color, they're much rarer than the other colors to get green Smithsonite like that. That's a wonderful piece.
Marshall Sussman brought that out. He used to own that piece.
Okay. And then naturally, always these beautiful rose ones, they're always right up there among the favorites of the fluorites.
2 years ago, this won the best small cabinet fluorite at the fluorite theme show here 2 years ago.
Oh, that's nice, yeah. Yeah, I caught that immediately when I saw it. Then you got a topaz on matrix here from
That was
Pakistan.
Herbabota's.
Yeah, it stands to reason. He got the best of those. Yeah, that's fabulous. And even this, with the apophyllite being a perfect bush on the matrix, these are hard to get with that rich green color. That's not a common thing to get.
Danny Trinchillo and Stuart Walensky both own that one. I didn't get it from Casey Pandy, but Casey Pandy said that was the finest one he's ever brought out before.
So that's the New Mexican locate. Boy, they found wonderful pieces of this. Collectors are so happy that it's a big enough pocket that other collectors could get a piece of it as well. That's a beautiful example of it. Then your morganite with the matrix. It's the color that this brings that has more importance to it, because the color on it's much deeper than average. Yeah.
That was Gene Myron's piece, and it took me 2 years to get him to convince him to sell it to me. I had a Kongsberg silver that used to be owned by King Gustav of Sweden, and he wanted that because he's building a silver collection. I wanted that, so eventually you worked out
very well.
scenario.
You can be proud of that because it has that good deep color to it.
You know, people ask me what I would walk out of here with. You'd be surprised how many people pick that as their favorite mineral in the case.
Yeah, well, it's a very unusual thing, and it's very, very difficult to get double terminated crystals, let alone have it on a quartz crystal like that. This gets my eye, this calcite. That is so unusual. I mean, there's calcite and calcite. Calcite's the second most common mineral on the earth. Quartz is first, but that thing is just, it's like fairyland inside there. All those inclusions in there really caught my eye. And it's so pristine, it almost looks like it was man-made.
Yeah.
Wonderful piece.
Well, it did come from China.
That's right. You wonder. You really do have a magnificent collection, Barry.
Thank you,
Congratulations, and
Appreciate
congratulations for the trophy.
Thank
well
you.
deserved.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thanks
your
a lot.
time.